Hey, what's going on, everybody? So this is the newest chapter of Verses. Looks like this one is called Chapter 29, The Demon Lords versus Robots. It says Part 1. But technically, this is kind of the continuation since the last chapter was Jachi, which is the Demon Lord versus the robots. So I would feel like technically this is Part 2, but we'll see. All right. So without further ado, man, let's go ahead and get into it. I'm not going to do too much talking. So we're going to zoom in a bit here to make things a little bit easier to see. Okay. All right. So Sorcerian area, the 38th Demon Lord's Keep. I like how all the different fortresses or castles for the Demon Lords have their own unique look. I think that's really cool. So, man, it's the landscape is beautiful. The landscape is really well done, but obviously we cannot make out exactly what we're looking at down here. So let's go ahead and go down a little bit more. Okay, so it looks like we got the Navier robots going against Roya Roach's minions or executives, what have you. I mean, they all look like roaches. I don't really see a difference between any of them. Okay, so we'll go down a little bit more. This one says multiplex energy field deployed. Oh, wow. So they can't get through there. Okay. Okay, so this one seems to be biting at it, it looks like. Here, we'll zoom in a bit. Okay. And then it says field strength decrease 49%. So they're getting through, I think. Yeah, field destroyed, defense system breached, engine damaged, beep, crash chic. Okay, so it's going out of service. Okay. So it looks like the roaches are able to successfully destroy the Navier robots. Okay. Okay. So Sorcerian, the 38th Demon Lord, Roya Roach. Okay. So I'm assuming that Roya Roach is a female Demon Lord. That's what she appears like to me, but we'll see. Okay. So it looks like she's kind of looking at the robots here. Mommy, we took care of the third wave of human looking troops. Okay. So these are her children, I guess. Stay on guard. There's more. God, look at all these robots, dude. See, and that's the thing about the robots, man. The factories can make so many to where they're going to overwhelm you with just sheer numbers, That's crazy. All right. Let's see what they got to say. The fourth wave is here. They just don't let up. How many are there? I've eaten so much steel and oil. I'm so full, we'll never eat them all. You're all getting sloppy. Get your head back in the game, guys. Just rip them apart, limb from limb. What a waste. I'm going to take the leftover home. Okay. Show them what the Demon Lord's army is made of. Let's go. Hip, hip, hooray. Okay. So they're trying, you could tell they're exhausted and they're trying to motivate themselves to keep going, which is, it's a sign that they're being overwhelmed. Okay. Why are they sending so many at us? What are they after? Hello, Roya Roach. There's a little something you might need to know. Okay, so Naudo seems like is going to help her. Interesting. Okay, zoom in a bit here. It's about the opponents you've been throwing your dear offspring at. They've been adapting to my children's movements, I know. Naudo, you've been watching since the beginning, haven't you? Oh, did it feel like someone was observing you? Your outstanding perception never fails to surprise me. What's most unsettling is this specific unit. They hide one in every wave, and it seems to be targeting me specifically. Man, you can tell she's like, man, they after me for sure. The first one was unmemorable. The second one was weak, but it survived one of my strikes. The third made me use a technique. So they're getting stronger and as the different waves keep coming. Okay. But she's aware that as they keep coming, they're getting stronger. So she's aware. She's not stupid. And here comes the fourth wave one. Wow. This one is almost like a tank. Almost. It's got jets in its forearms. Holy crap. Okay. I don't even really need to zoom in or out. So she dodged it, and it looks like it threw some kind of attack. Okay. So she hits it, and it goes flying. As you can tell, I'm quite busy right now. Make it quick, Naudo. How do you think they're capable of adapting like this? Must be something like telepathy. You're sharing our information. They're able to instantly analyze our capabilities and communicate it to one another. Honestly, it is far more efficient than what we demons can do. I agree. Damn. However, that is their only advantage. These little tricks will only get them so far. There is an overwhelming difference between us demons and this unknown race. However, let's see here. Oh, what is it doing? Holy shit. They can at least put up a better fight than the humans. Yes, they can. Oh, not even a scratch, I see. It likely layered 3 of those honeycombed barriers on top of each other. Man, these things are out for blood, bro. It's adjusting its shields based on your strength. These little tricks are not too shabby. Silence. Damn. Now it's doing something with the jets? Whoa. So it's going after her. Throwing attacks. Did it slice her? Bro, it has blades coming out of its knees. Holy shit. Look at this, bro. It's like a fucking tank / spaceship. This speed, it's definitely stronger than the last 3. But it's still too slow. It's feeling you out. Be careful. I can tell. Wow. It's got so many jets. Wow. I love how they're showing us the specific attacks that are being done. I hate it when they just show squiggly lines or, they just show the aftermath of an attack. I love when they show us the specific attacks that are taking place. I really appreciate that. Wow. Okay. So it looks like it made somewhat of a contact with the outer part of her elbow, like she tried to block it, but it's got jets on the back of its forearms that probably make the blow way stronger. Oh, wow. Yeah, look, it ripped her arm off. But it also looks like its arm got ripped off as well. Wow. Damn, look at this. I really like the way they drew that, or Kiyotaro Azuma drew that. That looks really cool. Wow. Really fucking cool. Bro. You cur. Okay, I don't know what that means. Oh, did it just break off all of that extra armor? Why though? Why would it not keep that on? It aims straight for your joints, where you're weakest. Although demons are far superior to the human race, I wonder if the same can be said with these things. Naudo, do you know something I don't? She's like, are you gonna help me, bro? Or are you just commenting on this fight? Because I'm about to die. That's crazy. I feel her though, like, bro, unless you gonna help me, like, get off my line. Okay. These things are called robots. Deliver. What is it about to deliver? Oh no, bro. This is cold. It's almost like, oh my God, bro. I don't even want to compare it to Iron Man because this is way cooler than Iron Man. It's like breaking off its old parts and then new parts are being delivered via missiles, bro. Oh, this is dope. This is super cool. As you've already guessed, wow. Holy shit. They have impressive analytical capabilities. They can logically map the enemy's strength even in the middle of a battle. And that information is relayed instantly to their allies even from a far distance. They then can use that information to apply and reproduce certain combat strategies. And that is all I know. Jesus. Wow. Whoa. What the fuck, bro? This is crazy. Bro. Hey. I mean, I know I called it. I'm sure a lot of you have called it. Bro, these robots are is I knew that once we got the robots back, we were going to see new robots, which we have, and I knew that they were going to look super cool. Honestly, these looks are way better than the ones that I was thinking of. You know, like I was trying to imagine like what the newer robots would look like, and this is honestly exceeding my expectations of the appearance. You know, I think this is really fucking cool. I like how their faces are basically like a black screen that will basically show a display of either like two eyeballs or, you know, a target or, you know, something like that. But it's basically subject to change based off of, you know, what their what the data is showing them. Oh my God, bro, look at this, bro. Oh my God, this looks so cool. Bro, this is blowing my mind. This is crazy. Oh, she's about to be done. At least, I mean, she hasn't done a release form yet or a burst mode yet, but man, and she's a demon lord. Now, granted, she's the 38th, so I would assume she's significantly weaker than Naudo and Jachi and stuff, but she is a demon lord, so this is not looking good for the demons. Holy shit, bro. This is crazy. All right. Currently, Jachi is locked in combat against another one of those same units. Oh, is he fighting one of these now? Holy shit. Oh, bro. Demon Lords cannot be bested from just a few learning sessions. Although these robots are more trouble than I imagined, they are no threat against me. Now then, I'm a busy demon. I shall contact you through telepathy again. Don't bother. Holy shit. This ain't the same one. At least I don't think it is. Oh, bro. Look at Jachi, bro. God, I'm telling you, the more Kiyotaro Azuma draws this man, the better he looks, bro. Oh my God. This just looks so fucking cool, bro. God, guys. This story, the art, everything is fucking amazing, bro. The combination of the author one and the artistry of Kiyotaro Azuma is just, it's fucking mind blowing, bro. This is way better than One Punch Man, in my opinion. And I don't know if you guys have been following One Punch Man, but in my opinion, One Punch Man has been pretty lackluster. And I don't know, maybe it's because, you know, we're already kind of aware of what is happening in the manga from the webcomic, so we're already kind of knowing what to predict. However, I mean, if you just compare the characters, the villains, the attacks, all of that to Versus is just way more complex and it's just more interesting, you know? That's just my opinion. The Mecha Ordnance Area inside Robot Factory 5. Sorcerian the 11th Demon Lord Jachi. Jachi, here I was being so considerate and warning you not to play or not to lay your hands on them. I don't take orders from you. Keep your mouth shut, Naudo. Damn, it's like he annoys all of them. I don't know if any of the other demons like Naudo. Holy shit. You know what? Let me go back here. Oh, I did kind of zoom in. Okay. God, bro, that looks so fucking cool. Oh, okay, so there is another one. Oh shit. I hope Jachi does not give them info. You can't be fighting them and giving them too much info. Simply put, the stronger the opponent, the more all of these robots will grow. As I've said, Roya Roach is currently in battle with them too. We don't know how strong they can become. You must act with caution. Okay, so Naudo is telling them, hey, I know you don't like me, but I'm really trying to warn you guys. You gotta stop fighting them because you're giving them data. So we'll see. I mean, Jachi is really strong, but is Jachi as intelligent as we would like for him to be? You know, we'll see. It doesn't matter how strong our enemy is. We just need to be stronger. Yeah, see, that's not an intellectual way of approaching this. The artificial intelligence is gonna keep making robots until they're as strong as Jachi. I hope Jachi don't fuck up. It's like between Gimbok and these robots, Jachi's kind of looking like a musclehead, bro. Like he's not really thinking. He's just like, you know, I stronger, smash. And it's just like, come on, bro. Like you can't approach everything like that. That's what makes us demon lords. I admit I'm rather fond of that principle myself. Okay. Let's see here. So this one's got 4 arms. And its legs are a little different. I see. I suppose I can believe that part you mentioned about them fighting Roya Roach. Huh, you didn't believe me? Okay. I won't stop you, but do be careful. That unit is different from the rest. No shit. From my observations, these robots will try to massacre any moving creature with life. Broadly speaking, they were designed to slaughter humans. So now, though, they seem to be going after anything that is organic life. They're not just targeting humans now. Anything that is biological life or organic life, the artificial intelligence is like, yeah, fucking kill it. Wow. However, that unit was likely created to combat new foes after the world's join, including us demons. If these robots view the new foes as natural enemies, then what you're fighting would be A specialized natural enemy obliteration unit. That's a cool name. A specialized natural enemy obliteration unit. Oh, damn. And he's showing it fucking running there. Oh, bro. Look at this, guys. Look at this. This is awesome. And I love how he's showing him running pretty much like a normal person would when they're trying to, run at their top speed. Honestly, I'm not really a big fan of in a lot of these animes and mangas where they have the people or robots or whatever run with their arms back, like, so however when they run like that, I think it's so fucking cheesy looking. So I love how it's running like a normal person, like someone in the Olympics, like you're gonna run like that. You're not gonna fucking run with your fucking arms back like that, so you're not gonna get your top speed running like that. God, bro, look at this. This is so fucking good. Look at the darkness of this leg because it's further back, and this one has more lighting to it because it's coming forward and stuff. Like, I love the extra arms. This is really fucking cool. And I'm not gonna lie, man, I like how they have the head-like structure almost from like Frieza's third form in Dragon Ball Z. I'm telling you guys, man, I think let's be honest, specifically Japanese artists and writers, but I think artists and writers all over the world, even Americans and people from other countries, but specifically Japan too. I think everyone was inspired and a fan of Dragon Ball Z and a lot of the designs from Dragon Ball Z, Frieza, all of Frieza's designs, all of her forms or his forms, even his brother, Cooler, like they're just so unique. They're so cool. I think a lot of people were inspired by them. And look, like these robots have that same exact head shape from his third form. This is really cool. Okay, on to the next one. Damn. Okay, so see, but again though, they're kind of just showing Jachi. They're showing the aftermath. They're not showing the attack that the robot is specifically trying to do on Jachi, and they're not showing Jachi. I don't know. I want to see more. Kind of how they just did with Roya Roach, and that robot. I want to see the specific attacks. But nonetheless, this is still really. Jachi he's effortlessly doing this. Again, you see that Roya Roach is actually having to fight these robots, and Jachi's just like standing there, and just like he's barely moving. So that shows the difference in power scale between the two. This is what will obliterate us demons. You jest. I don't know what that means. I hope it's just a jest, Jachi. What the fuck is a jest? Man, this robot seems like it's about to get in Roya Roach's ass, bro. Look, it's got more of the fucking jets and shit. It's about ready to fucking take off and stuff. Let's see here. Sorry guys, like somebody is making noise outside my unit and I'm trying to figure out like who it is. Okay, I think it's the old guy. All right. So, now they're fighting each other. Roya Roach is over here, dodging multiple attacks, and this robot is throwing the attacks. And then so now we got these. These are like little drones. Beep beep. Again, it's got the little black display for any kind of face it wants to make. That is so smart. Yeah, this is definitely a female. Like, she's very hippie, you know, she's got a lot of curves. We could see the curvature of her belly. And well, of course, too, you know, the other roaches called her mommy, so obviously, but here you could even see her, you know, kind of like breast curves and stuff. So definitely a female demon. Okay. Oh wow, did it just explode? So the drones are exploding around her. Wow, bro, she's about to die. She's about to die. She's becoming overwhelmed. When it was flying around me in high speed, it wasn't trying to attack. It was trying to direct me into this setup. Wow, that's crazy. Bro, the robot's got too many fucking tools, bro. I can just ignore the damage coming from this unit. Shit, you ain't about to ignore this fucking punch. Bro, look at this. Now we get to see the robot from the back. And look, like, God, like, look at the back of the head here. Look at all these jets. And then it's using the jets in the back of the arm to launch this massive hit. Oh, bro, this is about to be dope. She said, however. Let's see. Whoa, what happened? The blast delayed my ability to dodge by mere moments. Oh, she about to get wrecked. Woo, he put everything into that punch. Dang, bro, his mechanical arm keeps breaking, though. That's crazy, bro. He is giving it to Roya Roach, bro. Wow. He is not playing games. Oh, wow. And they're just exploding around her now. Oh, she's done, bro. It's giving him another arm. Bro, this is crazy, bro. This is crazy. This thing is so cool. Oh my God. Look at this. It fucking launched another shoulder and arm to him. Oh, bro, this is crazy, man. This is really cool, you guys. Like, at this point, I'm very satisfied. You know, like, we get these chapters where we get to see all these cool things like this, you know, and it's like, I'm satisfied, you know. I got that when, I got that in chapter 12 when the demon executives came to fight the Madeleines, you know, with Kiva. I got that from chapter, what was it? I think it was like 20 and 21, or excuse me, 19 through 20. That's when Jachi arrived and Gimbok arrived, and those two fought each other. Very satisfied with those chapters. When Yaotsu came and we got to see him in depth, got to see him destroy the parasite. Very satisfied with those chapters. And honestly, I'm very satisfied with this chapter, man. We get to see a lot of cool stuff, and I'm really happy. Very happy. This is just really fucking cool. Oh my God. All right. So Roya Roach is standing up. The robot looking cool as shit, just staring her down. And then she says, cocky bastard. Whoa, what? Okay, so she says release. So she's releasing some of her power. Double shadow. Okay, so she's running at him. Now look at her. She's running with her arms back. Kind of like how I don't really care for, but it seems to be pretty quick. You get to see, we see all of the smoke and the debris from the ground is just like, it's becoming like a sound wave almost. So she must be running pretty quickly. Okay, and then he's throwing another punch at her. And then it looks like she's... Oh, it looks like one of the clones, or one of the doubles, is chopping his arm like from here, and the other one is chopping his arm from the wrist. Oh wow. But remember, as she's showing more powers and more techniques, the robots are taking in this data, and they're just going to send another one that's even stronger, bro. The robots are so fucking OP, bro. Oh my god. But you know what else is OP? The fucking parasite, bro. That's another one that can adapt, and it can grow, and it's as strong as its opponents are. So, oh my god. We aren't just duplicates, but we are one in body and soul. Okay. Wow. Black jet stream. I'm not going to lie, it's kind of hard to see what's going on specifically here. Okay, so I mean, he's still standing. Tisk, I can't believe I was forced to use release. Yeah, it's because you're not that strong. I'd lose my dignity as Demon Lord if my children were to find out. Really? Damn. Oh, damn, he just blew up? Holy shit. Okay. Okay, Roya Roach. Damn, she flew away before it even blew up. She already knew. She said, yeah, nigga, you done. Wow, that's crazy. Now, I'd hate to interfere and have my children lose their touch. However, regrettably, they have quite the large army. I should lend my babies a bit of help. But I should get change first. I don't want them seeing my ruined clothes and thinking that I struggled through my battle. But you did, though. Odd. Why is it so quiet? Did they clear out the robots already? Oh, damn. They're done. What? Damn, yeah. You only got like one or two that are... Oh, no, they're not even standing up. They're pierced. Damn. Killed him. The robots killed him. And the robots, you know, they're not living things, bro. They got broken. But they're just going to make more. Wow. Mommy, my children, we can't anymore. But the fifth wave is... Oh, bro. She's done, bro. She's done. She's done. She better flee. That's really all she got. Damn, that's kind of sad her children died. No. She's not about to fight them. Oh, she's done. How dare you? Such brazen fools. Ah, oh, bro. She's pissed. Burst. Oh, this is her burst mode? Black diamond formation. Damn, I mean, she didn't even change her look. So her release mode and her burst mode is just basically her making more clones of herself. That's interesting. Definitely a little lackluster on the Demon Lord's part. You know, like no new look or, you know, anything like that. But, you know, she put up quite a good battle. I mean, I would assume... This is the last page, by the way, guys. The chapter is over. But I would assume that, you know, she's probably going to die. You know, that if this fifth wave doesn't kill her from the sheer numbers, again, they said with every wave comes a new natural enemy obliteration robot. So she just had to do her release form for the fourth one. For the fifth one, I would imagine the burst is probably going to be her last resort. And then who knows? She'll either probably be killed by the fifth one or she'll probably be killed by the sixth wave. Unless she like flies out of there and, escapes. But great chapter. Great chapter. I was more impressed by the robots than I was, Roya Roach. I was kind of expecting that when they first introduced Roya Roach and I had seen her, I didn't see anything that made me be like, oh wow, like how we do with like Demon Lord Jachi or something like that. But she put up quite a good fight. She did a couple of things that were impressive, like I said, like doing her release mode and then flying away before it was even destroyed. That was pretty cool, pretty impressive. But yeah, again, no transformations or anything like that with her, so you can only be impressed so much. But we basically got transformations with the robots, and that was really impressive. That was really cool. I really liked how, once it used a certain weapon or an arm or something, it got a replacement right away. Sometimes an even cooler upgrade. Just really fucking cool. Bro, if anything, the robots kind of remind me of Genos, because basically every time Genos goes and sees Dr. I forget how to pronounce the name, but every time he goes and sees the new doctor, he gets a new suit, like a new robot suit, and he gets new arms and, new mechanics and stuff like that. So it's like Genos, but they're getting the upgrades mid-fight, so it's even cooler, it's even better. And again, I really like their display faces. I think their display faces are really cool. I like that better than a specific, like permanent look to the face. So God, bro, I'm just really impressed with the robots. And I knew I was going to be. I've been saying it since chapter 2. I was like, once we get to see the new robots, once the robots come back and we get to see the upgraded form, it's going to be even cooler than the ones we saw in chapter 2. And, the author 1 and Kiyotaro Azuma did not disappoint, man. This was a really, really cool chapter for the robots. I don't know about Jachi. I don't know if he's going to get it together and figure out, that he needs to stop fighting the robots, but he's giving them data too, I guess. And man, these robots are gonna be a problem, bro. Oh my God, this is so good. It's so fucking good. But you got to think, how are the robots gonna do against the kaiju? How are the robots gonna do against Genbok? How are the robots gonna do? Are the robots gonna be affected at all by the curse? Are they going to be affected at all by the parasite? Are they going to be affected by extermia? Are they going to be affected by the tree? Are they going to be... It doesn't seem like they're affected too much by Gaia's wrath. And then you got the Demon Lord. Or excuse me, the Great Demon King. Bro, you got the Matarins? Because I feel like the Matarins and the robots are very similar. Because it seems like the Matarins have like kind of a suit that they put that gooey chemical in, which could be their life source. But as long as the suit is holding up, and who knows how many different kind of suits they got, like, oh, bro. I fucking love this manga, bro. This manga is so fucking cool. I just hope I can... Man, I hope we could all stick around long enough to see the end of it, bro. Because with a story like this, with all the different characters, the different enemies and stuff, like, this could go on for fucking, especially the fact that it's only being released once a month. This story, guys, can go on for like the next fucking decade. Like the next 12 to fucking 20 years. And I just hope that the author and the artist stay healthy enough to see it through. I hope that us as fans, we can stay healthy enough to see it through, and stuff, because that's a long time, man. A lot of shit can happen between 12 to 20 years from now. A lot of shit can happen within a year to 2 years from now for a lot of us. So, I just pray that we can all see this through, because it's a great story, and I think we all deserve that. So, well, I'd love to talk more about it, guys. But I'm gonna go ahead and end it off right there. And I've been having a lot going on. I want to put out more content regarding verses, but I just been working a lot. I've been, just having to do a lot. I got a lot on my plate: work, doctor's appointments, taking care of my family, all this other kind of stuff. So again, it just takes me away from YouTube, man. If people donated, if people, it's not even necessarily about the join button at this point, because I don't even know if I'm completely set up with YouTube to receive the payments yet, because they were supposed to send me something through the mail, but I haven't gotten it yet. But I mean, I can post like my Cash App, my PayPal, my Zelle and stuff. But, unless people donate to my channel and, like I can literally pay my bills, or let me say that better. I can literally pay my bills with the money I make from YouTube. I can't spend too much time on it because I have to work, It's just the way it is, man. I'd love to, but I'm so busy at work. There's a lot required of me. And again, I have to go to all these doctor's appointments to try to keep my health up. And, I got to take care of my family. I got to do things for my kids and stuff like that. Take them here, take them there, do this, do that. So, it's a lot on my plate, and I just really can't be here as much as I want to be. But I'll tell you guys what, man. I'll post my Cash App. I'll post my PayPal. I'll post my Zelle. And, if you guys want to start making donations, to, incentivize me to, I don't know, quit my job and be like, well, maybe I'll make enough money doing YouTube. I'll give you guys that opportunity. Look, if you're already in a tight spot yourself, man, don't worry about donating. Don't worry about it. It's not that big of a deal. I do, yes, I make content for verses, but, it ain't worth going broke over. But, if there's people out there that got it and they really support this channel and they really want to see more of me, then, hey, man, feel free to make your donations. And if enough money comes through consistently, like I said, in order for me to pay my bills, then, I could stop what I'm doing and I can come and make YouTube content, but it's all up to you guys, man. All right. Well, that's it. That's all I got for you guys today. Great chapter. You guys let me know in the comments what you thought about this chapter, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.